We want to talk with you about the books that feed your imagination and the vices that spark your soul.
We drink, we curse, we read things. Come sit by us. Expect no judgment, just good times.
Welcome to Paper and Vices. Books reviewed, vices indulged.
Mature content warning.
I am Victoria Papers.
I am not sober and leave vices.
I was gonna say you are living up to your name, my friend.
I am. So there's a story behind this. Would you like to hear the story?
Yes.
A lot of Mexican restaurants in my local area, they'll be like, here's a pitcher of sangria. And usually what a pitcher of sangria means is like 1.5 to 2 glasses of sangria for 2 people. For like you and a friend get to each have 1.5 glasses, maybe 2 glasses of sangria in a pitcher.
Yeah, we've ordered sangria before. And it's always that weird thing when we're with the Valkyrie. It's like, do we order 2 and then we have to take public transportation? Or do we just order 1, but then we both want more?
Well, I found this. I am so
You're
so fucking like lit right now.
I love you. Continue.
This is not tipsy. I am drinking water. So I'm drinking water. So they brought out this pitcher of sangria, and I'm like, holy shit. And it's like a fucking vat of sangria. And like my husband is not a huge drinker. So like the normal standard quote unquote pitcher of sangria is perfect for us. Cause like I'll have my 2 glasses and he'll have his like 1. And then I'll like help him. And it's fine. And everybody's happy. But no, this was like a fucking vat of sangria. And I'm just like, oh, I know where I'm taking Victoria next time she comes into town. So anyway, I had a lot of sangria, and it was like, my husband's like, either you get wasted or the sangria gets wasted, but somebody or something is getting wasted. And I was like, I'm not gonna leave fucking a vat of sangria on the table. Like, I'm gonna drink this shit. Cause like, it was so tasty. So I'm like, I'm gonna drink the fucking sangria. You are driving my drunk ass and my 3 children home. And then, okay, so my son is 6. And 6 is fucking annoying. But then I'm like talking to him in my drunk ass, and I'm like, oh, he gets a sense of humor from me. Because then I realize.
Oh,
yes.
I hate it when you're so drunk or so tired you're annoying like your kids, and then your brain
Here
is
you
like,
go. Yeah, karma, fucker.
Here you go.
Like,
yeah.
It's not.
That is not a mirror.
Then, like, okay,
I enjoy
so do you know the
into.
kids in the hall? Do you know kids in the hall?
Yes, we got drunk and
yeah.
Starbucks
So there's
Angels
the
and watched
Cole
Kids in
crushing
the
your
Hall
head
one.
episode. So I crush your head. I crush it. So I introduced my 6-year-old to crush your head.
Thank you.
Well,
that's your
it was
fucking fault.
Awesome
dude.
tonight, but I'm sure tomorrow, while I'm sober, it will not be so great. But anyway,
you know, it's
it
we're
is.
recording
It
this
is a
Friday
3-day
night
weekend.
before Labor Day.
Yeah.
You know it's 3-day weekend.
It's all good.
Right? Yeah.
It is. So anyway, that's how I am.
Gravy.
That is what I am drinking. What I have been drinking, and I'll be drinking water for the rest of the night. What about you? Fuck yes, I will.
And then you'll have lots of coffee tomorrow. I am drinking a
flavored latte. Just a latte.
No. Yeah. Well, because the thing is, when you warm up the milk, I say no. It's an all cow milk latte, though, so it's like very rich and sweet. I may lose my basic white bitch card, but I have discovered in the last week that I like the pumpkin spice lattes that I make at home. I think I made you one when you were down here a few weeks ago.
Yes.
I like those better than the Starbucks one. Like, it's just, the honey is better than whatever the fuck is in the Starbucks one. And they put pumpkin in the Starbucks one because a bunch of douchey people who couldn't let people enjoy things or read history books were like, it doesn't even have pumpkin in it. Well, it's not supposed to, fuckwad. Thank you for that. It's just a sweet spice mix. That's why it's pumpkin spice and not drink your coffee from a gourd. And it's not like when you make it at home, it's not orange. And I don't dislike the orange, but my brain now constantly
Wait,
reminds me this is not fucking
is the
supposed to be
Starbucks pumpkin
orange.
spice latte,
Like,
latte
it's just
orange?
not.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
it's very
that's not
orange.
right.
Yeah, no. And it's definitely oranger than it would have been
Hmm.
just from the minute amount of pumpkin they added. When I make it at home, the one I made for us, it's like half almond milk and half, or no, not almond milk, half oat milk, half cow milk, honey, and then a shit ton of pumpkin spice. And
All the espresso.
however much
Yes.
fucking espresso you want, because it varies. Yeah. So yeah, I've just been like, I went to Starbucks and I bought myself one of the fancy travel mugs from the fall collection. It's like very dark. It has purple and teal flowers on it. It's really pretty. And I've just been mostly making my own pumpkin spice lattes to sit carpooling. So that I made my own pumpkin spice latte today, and I'm drinking home coffee now. We had this conversation a few weeks ago.
And it comes
Coffee
without
at
the
home is
radioactive
nice.
glow. So
Yes. Yes. I mean, like, no shade. I totally am still getting
Mhm.
pumpkin spice lattes, like, when I'm out and about and doing shit. I had, like, 2 the day they came out. There is no shade thrown on anyone who's just like, I am gonna beer bong that shit. How dare you decry the sacred syrup? Like, I get it. Yeah, take my basic bitch card. But it's nice to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna spend 5
Yes.
minutes and make myself carpool coffee at home. Yes. So that's what I'm drinking. Today was the first day that I woke up and it hadn't hit 60 degrees yet. And my
Ooh.
kid had to wear a hoodie to school in the morning. And it was definitely in the 80s by the end of the day. But it was
Yeah.
great. It was so nice.
No, we're still like, oh fuck, it's really hot
Yeah.
right here. Yeah. Yay, Florida.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's fair.
But except
That's
for
fair
like
to
4
say.
days in February,
So,
you're always.
I don't know. So I finally
What are you
finished
reading?
Star Daughter, and I know I spoke about this a couple episodes ago about how I was thinking that the mother of the main character was gonna to develop into like this very dynamic character, and she didn't in this book. So I don't know. So that left me hanging, but I didn't know how it was going to end, and it ended really well. Like, you know how you'll have these stories where you're starting to be like, okay, I'm a little bored, but I'm going to keep going, and then all of a sudden they make this comeback and it's like, fuck yeah, I'm so glad like that I know this story, that I heard this story. And I feel that that's kind of how Star Daughter was getting, is I was starting to just slightly go, okay, I'm like, I need some intrigue or something more than just basic high school bullshit drama. And then there was this big, huge party, and the description was fucking amazing. And I was like, I want to wear that dress, and I want to have those things in my hair. And like, I could really envision it and feel it. And then there was like this competition and this drama, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm for it. That's like, I'm really like, on our blog, there's this breakdown of like how Victoria has rated books in the star system, and how like 5 stars is like some people are just like super free with their like, I give 5 stars to everything, and it's like, no, 3 stars is actually like a really good solid fucking book, and 5 stars is like orgasmic, blow your fucking brains out. So like, I feel like Star Daughter,
I don't even rate every one of the Kate Daniels books 5 stars.
like, and they're like,
and I have read every one of the Kate Daniels
like, what are your
books.
favorite authors? So, I would rate this a solid 3. Like, the description's amazing. It was really good. It was unpredictable in the sense that I wasn't, like, I was halfway through and I didn't quite know where it was going. I'm just like, I don't know. I am kind of reaching this point where I'm just like, I don't know if it's like I'm just tired with life or whatever, but I'm just like, I want books that are predictable almost. So, which is kind of a catch-22, because I'm like, if I guess what I'm saying is, I'm like, I am ready to reread books that I know and that I'm comfortable with. If it's, I need to.
You should read the True Blood books. The Southern Vampire
I do.
Mysteries.
You're so
name.
right.
But you need to read them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you sort of know what's happening, but it differs enough. Like, the first 3 seasons are pretty tight to the books. I know the first 2 definitely are. Maybe the first 3. where we are now in watching True Blood, so far off the fucking tracks. Like, if HBO does actually reboot it, I'm very interested to see if they keep it true to the books, which would have a wildly different ending than this one did. So, but you would still be surprised by some things, and it would still be interesting.
I remember reading
so that might
the
be
first
a good
book,
option for you.
and I remember thinking, like, I was at a stage in my life when I wasn't ready for it. Let's just leave it there. I wasn't ready for it. I was scandalized.
That's fair. I think a lot of, and I didn't really get this until I was older, I think a lot of knowing how to rate a book is understanding the state of mind you're in when you're reading it, and understanding what you are looking for and what you want and what you need out of a book right then. You need escapism? Do you need hope? Do you need comfort and escapism? Do you need to just spend time with characters you love? Do you want creepy, weird fifth dimension Neil Gaiman shit? Like, what do you need? And so that's why sometimes I'll be so excited about a book.
Yeah, because you know you're not ready to read it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I have been avoiding a lot of YA stuff this last year. Some of it's really good. I haven't read Addie LaRue, and it's literally been on my shelf for a year. I'm just not fucking in the mood for it. Like, yeah. And it's a beautiful book. I'm really glad to have it in my collection.
You did, yes.
Ended up getting 2 special editions, and I think I sent you one of them. And that's one of the main reasons I cut back almost all of my book boxes, because I am just not. The last YA books I read that really, really gripped me were A Deadly Education, which the last Graduate comes out this month because it's September. I've already pre-ordered my hardback. And Kingdom of the Wicked and Kingdom of the Cursed comes out this month or next month as well. And they weren't like groundbreakingly original, but they were very unique, and the world building and the magic systems were so good and so unique that I really enjoyed them. And I feel like sometimes significant character development or world building, especially Kingdom of the Wicked did this really well, when it's set in a real place, but you also have magical elements and supernatural beings. They're really hard to blend sometimes, especially in a way that's appropriate for YA. And I don't know why that's such a thing within YA. I may just be very biased at this moment because I'm not really into YA. Like, I know I want to read Bonecryer's Dawn at some point. It's the sequel to Bonecryer's Moon, because I kind of like the magic system, and that's fantastic. But the pacing sucked. There were just some beautifully aesthetic things that threw me so far out of the story that I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't care how fucking magical you are. You're not fighting water demons in the water on the flooded gate to the other world in a floor-length white dress. That is not a thing.
Nope.
I know this because I wear floor-length dresses frequently. It's not a thing. Not a thing. So yeah, I think what you said was dead on. You know, you have to know what you want to read to get the most satisfying moment out of a book.
Yes.
And I think that's part of the reason we cling to our favorite authors so hard, because we know their voice. And so even if we don't know what the story is about or what we are going to be getting ourselves into, really, we know the voice, we know their world building solid. Right now, I'm reading the only Ilona Andrews series I've never read.
Ooh.
It's the Kinsman Universe. It's a novel and a novella, Silent Blade and Silver Shark. And the reason I'm reading them is because the novella that they're putting out, I think next month, is in the Kinsman Universe. And they don't have a publishing date for their next book. And so I gotta get in on that shit. I need a hit. And it's funny. We subscribed to a whole bunch of boxes, and we did like 2 episodes, like 4 blogs about book boxes that you can go back and find if you want. But one of the ones I really like that I stayed subscribed to, the Librarian box, they do custom boxes for custom fandoms, and they're booked for like a year out now. But I told them, I was like, I need a Derek and Julie box. Here's my blog post about how to get the focus on them and their story. If you don't want to read the whole Kate Daniels universe, just read like these 6 books and this one novella. But yeah, anyway, Kinsman Universe. I'm reading it. It's good. I'm not as into it as I have been with other stuff. And I think that's just because in the Hidden Legacy series, like the next book that comes out is like book 6, but there's a novella to connect the 2 points of view because one is a set of 3 of the older sister and then Nevada, and then the second half of the series is Catalina, the younger sister. And in Kate Daniels, like it starts when Julie's like 11 or 12, and now she's in her mid 20s. So I think I'm just really attached to the characters, and I haven't had that time in the Kinsman universe. The world building is amazing. The sci-fi, they do this really good thing where they combine sci-fi and fantasy elements. So yeah, I'm really into it right now. Looking forward to finishing it and reading the novella when it comes out. Anyway, that's what I'm.
Cool.
My bad.
It's okay. I was going to ask anyway, so it's all good. So
Yeah.
No, that's cool. What about your vices this week?
Target started their Halloween set today.
They did.
And I just went around and looked at it. I didn't need, and the Home Goods has a bunch of Halloween shit out, and so does Michael's. I didn't need any of it. I got some pumpkin ribbon to put in my kids' hair for school.
Nice.
But other than that, like, I didn't buy anything Halloween. I just enjoy looking at the Halloween things, even if I don't need them. Oh, and scented wax melts. I'm that girl now.
Are they
because
fall scented?
Oh yeah,
though?
yeah. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
pumpkin,
Yeah.
and there's this one I got from this place on Etsy called Rich Dark Chocolate that I'm probably gonna save because oh my god, like it's so good. So yeah, that wax melts and fall shit, my jam.
Hell yeah.
All the ugly summer stuff is on clearance, and I'm so happy. Just go,
Go
going.
away. We don't want you anymore. We never really wanted you to begin
I
with.
didn't want you in the first place.
Amen.
So, to be those cliche white women, what are your favorite things about fall? I want to know what books are coming out that you're looking forward to. Do you drink the pumpkin spice lattes? Do you hate the pumpkin spice lattes? There's a new apple cider shit something that Starbucks has come out with. And I could get one and try it because people say it's really good. But then if I don't like it, that would be a time I could have had a pumpkin spice latte but didn't. There's my life dilemma. It's really important, can't you tell? So yeah, let us know. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Paper and Vices. You can email us at lee@paperandvices.com or victoria@paperandvices.com. We would love to know what you're looking forward to about fall and this round of publishing for the last quarter-ish. Yeah, because technically a quarter is 3 months of 2021.
Ish. We'll go with ish. Fuck, 21's almost over.
I'm still mentally processing last year, so it'll be fun. It's just gonna lap me again.
Yeah, I'm there with you. In the meantime, don't be an asshole, smoke a joint, and take care of yourself.
And let your husband drive if you want to drink a whole ass bucket of sangria. This has been a production of Paper and Vices, copyright 2021. This episode is presented for entertainment purposes only, and any vice should be pursued only within the legal boundaries, common sense, and personal responsibility of each person. Please check your local laws. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the individual hosts and guests only, and do not in any way represent the views of Paper and Vices LLC or any named persons, nor should they be considered personal, medical, or legal advice. Previous episodes and other commentary can be found at paperandvices.com.